Well, hello YouTube, Eugene here with a review on the Kamen Rider Kiva Henshin Belt and Fuestle DX Kivat-Bat. Yes, friends, let's go ahead and take the box. Right here it says Kamen Rider Kiva. Right here it says Henshin Belt and Fuestle DX Kivat-Bat. Got a nice shot of the Kivat-Bat right here, and a nice shot of Kamen Rider Kiva and the 6 Fuestles that come with the Kivat-Bat. So here's the top of the box. Here's the bottom of the box. Here's the side of the box. And here's the other side of the box. And here is the back of the box, friends. Pretty much showing us everything I'm going to be showing to you in this review. So let's go ahead now and get to it with the Kivat-Bat. So here we go. Alright friends, here it is, the Kivat-Bat, and the Kivat-Bat is Kamen Rider Kiva's transformation device, which is known as Kivat-Bat III. He formed a partnership with Kunai Wataru, giving him the power of Kiva. Kiva is a solid character with dry wit and tending to have a bitter attitude. Kamen Rider Kiva is the main rider of the series. So take a look at the belt, friends, and the belt is just a hunk of plastic, just entirely in red with no paint. And pretty much it's for the main electronic piece to attach to right here at this point here. And it's got some nice detailings going along with the theme of Kiva. It has these rings here in the front where you pretty much put Kivat at. The rings are nicely designed here and everything. And then right here got some nice chain detailings here, and then on this side as well. Now, it's got the clips on both sides, as you can see, but it only clips on one side, like this side here. And of course, this other side is permanently attached. But anyway, on the side you can see pretty much on the belt strap has the chain detailings lining around the belt, and as you can see here is the smaller belt strap piece. And of course, continuing on with the belt here, more lining all around with the chain detailing. And then here's the back of the belt. You can see more nice detailings on the back of the belt. Now I'm gonna go back to the front real quick and show you this, but right here on the front of the belt, you can see there is this stub. And this stub will push the button down that's on the back of Kivat. And I will show you that a little later on in this review. So nothing really too spectacular about the belt strap, the belt here. So here is the collectible gimmick of this rider series, and they are called Fuestles, which is a set of whistles used by the Kamen Riders of Kamen Rider Kiva to access their arsenal. And the name Fuestle is pretty much flute and whistle. And so anyway, and of course the ones that are in front of you that pretty much come with the Kivat-Bat are Kiva's main Fuestles. And so the Fuestles can be stored in these Fu slots. And as you can pretty much see, there are 2 Fu slots, and they can pretty much hold 3 per Fu slot. And so just giving you a little close up here, you can see you got some nice chain detailing here and here. They're really nice and store here. They pretty much slide in and they just click on in there, and they pretty much don't move whenever you have them upside down or anything. And then here is the back. You see more of that nice chain detailing and the clip that clips onto the belt. And of course in that standard red plastic. So take a look at each Fuestle one by one, and we'll start by this one. This one is called the Wake Up Fuestle, and it pretty much has the red detail, which is designed to look like the closed wings around the Hell's Gate on Kiva's right leg. And of course we got some detail on the top here that resembles the inside of Hell's Gate. And pretty much each Fuestle has a design on the side right here. This one has the wings of a bat design, which is really cool here, and it's on both sides here. And pretty much the Wake Up Fuestle is pretty much to wake up Kiva's Darkness Moon Break finisher, and it's pretty much his rider kick. And so anyway, so here are the pegs here, which will press on the button in the Kivat-Bat to turn the different sounds on, to pretty much do the attacks and different sounds and so on. So anyway, so the next Fuestle here is the Castle Doran Fuestle, which is designed to look like Castle Doran itself. And of course, it's got the brown on the top there. And of course, got the details on the side here, which are pretty much windows. Or cattle windows, one of the two. But I like how it's nicely designed and everything. And so, anyway, the next Fuestle is the Buroon Fuestle. And this is pretty much to summon the machine Kiva here. But anyway, as you can see, got the design of Buroon in gold. And of course, got his design on the side here and here as well. So now the Fuestles to the arm monsters here. And so here is the Garuru Fuestle. As you can see, got the werewolf design in a nice metallic blue. And I don't know if you noticed this, but it's got a little speckle to it, which is really nice here. And got the nice crescent moon design on both sides here. Really nice. And so the next one here is the Basshaa Fuestle. And pretty much got like a swamp creature or a merman design in a metallic green paint, which also has that nice speckle to it. And on the side here, got the gills on the side here and on the other side here. And so anyway, so here's the last Fuestle here, and here is the Dogga Fuestle, which is pretty much a Frankenstein's monster design. And you can see he's got the nice purple on the top of his head like that. And he's got the lightning bolts on both sides, which is a nice touch. And so, anyway, so now we'll go ahead now and just put the full slots on the Kiva belt now. So like so, same thing here. And so there you have it, all prepped up now. So take a look at Kivat, and here he is, friends, Kivat-Bat the Third, which is Wataru's partner to becoming Kiva, and he has the buckle to his belt, and I think this is very unique, having a living creature for a rider belt. So Kivat has a lot of nice detailings. He's pretty much in gold, which is his main color. Got some nice green on his forehead right there, and you can see he's got some silver on the wings, and you can see on both the ears and the wings, he's got this nice parent pattern on the inside of his ears and wings, as well as a little texture to giving him a leathery look similar to an actual bat wings. And so anyway, right here, this is where your lights will be coming from, and it's got an interesting parent that will affect the way the lights look. And so here is the speaker for the sound. And so right here, this clear transparent button here, when I hit the button here, it opens up the mouth. And of course, here's the inside of Kivat's mouth. Pretty much right here, this little sticker indicates how the Fuestles should be placed. And I left my sticker in just to give you an example. And pretty much right here, there are all the switches for the Fuestles, and here are the two fangs to pretty much do the henshin. And so on the side here is your on and off switch. And then you can also expand the wings, giving him a continuous pattern with the spread wing look, which is really cool. I like that. Like he's actually flying, you know. And then, oh, he's saying, "Hello, world." So anyway, really cool. I really like Kivat. The one other thing I do want to talk about, I'm going to go ahead and open up his mouth, and he does have a tongue right here. It is just the sticker that's covering it, and so again, like I said, I'm leaving it just to give you an example on how the Fuestles are supposed to be placed. But yeah, you can see the tongue is right here and right here. But anyway, and the other thing I do want to mention too, he does have a lot of black on him as well for the color scheme, and I'll turn him around so you can take a look at the back. But here's the back. You see all in black here. Got some nice detailings on the wings here and here, and then right here is the battery compartment, which takes 2 AAA batteries, and of course I'm assuming that that's both a arrow or a bat tail on the cover of the battery compartment. Don't know. And so here's some clips here to main clip on to the belt itself, as well as you can see his feet can move too, pretty much just to fit on that roosting point on the Kivat belt. And so anyway, the one thing I'm going to go ahead and point out, Kivat can't stand well for displaying purposes, pretty much because of how his feet are, and you know how far back, mainly to attach to on the belt, that he can either pretty much fall forward, face forward, or fall back. But even though he can't stand well, friends, at all, he looks nice even on a Tamashii stage. And I will have him on one when I am doing the sounds. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the sounds of Kivat. And friends, he's got two different modes which will turn in his mood. And yes, I mentioned this at the beginning of this review, but he has a bitter attitude here. And so the red and purple LEDs describe his good mood, and the blue and green LEDs describe his bad mood. And so I'm going to go ahead now, and I'm hoping to God I get the good mood first. So anyway, let's go ahead and turn them on. Alright, and there you go. And so now I'm going to go ahead and make him do the biting sounds. You know, whenever he goes gaboo and he bites you. And so when you do that, you got to do it 3 times to hear various phrases. And so I'm going to see if I can do 5 of them at least. And as you can see, the lights are blinking, giving us an indication that he's still on, which is a neat feature here. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay, let's continue on. Okay. Okay. Alright, and that pretty much describes his mood. And so, anyway, I can't wait for you to hear the bad mood. And so as you can see, the lights are still blinking. So let's go ahead and check out the bad mood here. Now let's see if we can get the bad mood of Kivat. So here we go. Alright, there you go. And so now it's pretty much the same pattern here. We got to hear bite 3 times to hear various phrases from him, mainly in his bad mood. So here we go. Okay, and one more. So that's pretty much him in his bad mood. And so as you can hear, he's pretty pissed. He's pretty in a bad mood. So, and this is something I really like on what they did, giving this guy 2 modes, you know, pretty much describing the kind of character he is. And so, again, I think it's really cool that we're still seeing the red lights blinking, giving us an indication that he is still on. So, really neat, friends. Really neat. I really do like Kivat. I really do. Now let's go ahead and do the Henshin. And so we'll go ahead and open up the mouth. And so pretty much it's pretty standard here. So all I gotta do is just let it bite you. Alright. So let's go ahead and do it. So, Henshin. Those LEDs lights look really cool for Kivat's eyes. They really do. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you this, but I'm going to go ahead and detach this part here. And real quickly, I want to show you this. But this little switch, little button right here is pretty much how the Henshin activates. So if I hit the button here. So that's how it works. And it works with this stub being right here. So let's go ahead and Henshin back again. Now I currently have him set in his good mood. So I'm going to go ahead now and we're going to do the fun part with the Fuestles here. So go ahead and open up his mouth here and we're going to do the wake up Fuestle. So here we go. So here we go. Wake up. And here's what he'll sound like in his bad mood. Wake up. Okay. Next, we'll go ahead and do Castle Doran Fuestle. So here we go. And now his bad mood. Now the Buroon Booster Fuestle. So here we go. And here we go with his bad mood. Now the Monster Arms Fuestles, and we'll start off with Garuru Fuestle. So here we go. And his bad mood. And here's another thing you can do. You can pretty much hit the fangs right here, and it'll say this. Now the Basshaa Fuestle, and we'll do it in the good mood first. So here we go. Now his bad mood. Alright, let's hit the fang. And lastly, the Dogga Fuestle here. So let's go ahead and do it in his good mood here. So here we go. And here we go with his bad mood. Cool, and let's go ahead and hit the fangs here. Now again, I think that's really cool that basically we can do the sounds of the Fuestles in both modes. You know, one in the good mood and one in the bad mood. I think that's really good because here we get different tones of Kivat. You know, like in the bad mood, you hear him go Dogga Hammer, like he's really angry or something. But I like that, I really do. And so I do dig what they did here with the modes here. I think it's really cool they did that. And I do like the fact also with the Monster Arms, you can hit the fangs again and they'll do Garuru Bite, Basshaa Bite, and Dogga Bite. I really like that. So now I'm going to do some additional sounds without the Fuestles, and probably the Fuestles that we'll be getting in the upcoming future here. And so anyway, right here is where I'm going to be pushing. You got your 4 little switches right here to push down and everything to pretty much hear other sounds that we haven't heard yet. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead now and do it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit these 2 buttons here at the end, on both ends. Ah, so it's all the good phrases he said in his good mood. So now let's go ahead and continue. Here we go. Okay, and so let's continue on. Uh-oh, he's saying what? And so here's the other one. Okay, amazing, he says. And so here's another one. Cool music playing there. And so here's the other one here. The summoning of Tatsalot. And so here's the other one.
Garuru Saber, Basshaa Magnum, Dogga Hammer.
Ah, the Dogga Baki form. Awesome. And so here's another one. And so here is one more here for this mode here. And I went ahead and set him back into his bad mood mode because I do want to go ahead and hit these 2 buttons on each side, kind of similar to how I did in the good mood. So here we go. Man, I love those LED lights, and very unique and everything. And I really love this belt to death. I really do. And so anyway, friends, that is everything in this review. The sounds, the detailings on this belt and everything, the gimmick and so on. So let's go ahead now and conclude this review on the Kivat belt. So here we go. Well, friends, my final thoughts on the Kivat belt. Well, I pretty much gave you all my input, all generous review, how I feel about it. And so all I can say is, as a Kamen Rider Kiva fan, I definitely do recommend this. The sounds are awesome. The LEDs are beautiful. The gimmick is amazing and everything. And so if you are a big time Kamen Rider Kiva fan, then go pick this belt up. But just watch out for your price on it. I kind of spent a lot for this also, and it was definitely worth it, but it was very, very pricey, especially when it came to shipping for this. And so anyway, I think Mandrake still has a whole bunch of these in stock. I could be wrong, but anyway, they may have a few. But anyway, again, I'm going to tell you this all now. Kamen Rider Kiva is my favorite Kamen Rider, so this is why I'm so happy to have this, and I 100% recommend it. So, and I will also say this came from Mandrake, and it had some little scuffs and everything, so anytime you get an item that from Mandrake, they may be used or kind of like a little bit of banged up and everything, but in a way, my Kiva belt is still good. So all I can say now, friends, is good luck and happy hunting, because Kamen Rider Kiva is still #1 in my book. And so anyway, friends, well, that is it for this review. Please check out my blog, follow my Twitter, and like my Facebook, and make sure, friends, you hit that bell icon on the phone when I upload a new video. And of course, my friends, this review on the Kamen Rider Kiva Henshin Belt and Fuestle DX Kivat Belt. I hope you enjoy. My friends, I'm Eugene. I'm signing out, and I hope you have a good day. And my friends, I'll most assuredly see you next time. Bye.